Baby, my name is Ross Mandell, and welcome to my show. We're coming to you live today from Epic Studios in the lovely Boca Raton, Florida. Man, it's hot outside today. My name is Ross Mandell, and I'm thrilled you can tune in. Today, you're going to get me live, uncut, unfiltered, uncensored, and yes, under arrest. It's a cool thing to say if it wasn't the truth. One of the reasons I'm here today is that after a 25-year career on Wall Street, achieving great levels of success and notoriety, sold my company, retired to Boca Raton, Florida. And about a year and a half after that happened, about a year ago, I was indicted by the United States government. They charged me with 2 counts, securities fraud and the conspiracy to commit securities fraud. And I'm currently coming to you live, unfiltered, uncensored. I'm on $5 million bail. That's right, folks, $5 million bail. That's, it's pretty big stuff. And, when you surrender and get arrested, they say, they read you your Miranda rights in America. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Anything you say. So imagine when they get a hold of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is the defendant. So what can I tell you? I'm here today live. No attorneys, no counsel, no boundaries. I'm taking my best shot. I am not guilty of the charges that were brought against me. I'm an innocent man. I've been wrongly accused. And so I come to you today, and it's my way of facing life, of fighting back, all those lovely little words we put together that some people call rhetoric. But, in all seriousness, I come to you today with no fear and no restraint because that's the kind of guy I am. Now, some of you should know real quick, I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict. I celebrated 19 years of sobriety last October. By the good grace of God, I will celebrate my 20th year on October of this year, and it's coming up. And I'm a father. I'm a husband. I've got 2 little girls, 7 and 10. We live in this community, Boca Raton, Florida, and I've got 4 dogs, a nice little home, and 25 years on Wall Street. What can I say? That makes me an insider. That makes me a pro. That makes me gives me certain insights that people would like to have me share. Time and time again, people come to me and say, well, what stocks do you like? What sectors do you like? What do you think of interest rates? Is the stock market a scam? Goldman Sachs, I mean, what the fuck? The bank bailout, the stimulus package, interest rates. Too big to fail. What is it? What's going on? What do you think? Well, after answering a lot of questions about the subject for a long time, shaking a lot of hands, some people said, you know what? Everybody wants to know what you have to say about it. So we want you to appear on television, and we want you to appear on the internet, and we want you to appear on our website, and we want to hear exactly what you think. Now, mind you, for 25 years, I declined every interview that I could. I think I did maybe 2 television interviews and one print interview. And yet, I appeared in the papers something like 130, 40 times. That's before I got arrested. On the day that I was arraigned and released, and perp walked, mind you, we chatted about that the other day. Perp walked in Lower Manhattan, 6 o'clock news, and so forth. That day, I appeared in 110 newspapers. And everybody said that I was guilty. I was a scumbag. Meanwhile, I had pled not guilty. I am not guilty. I was released on bail by the government. And I was told that in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. Unfortunately, in America, oftentimes you're innocent even if you're proven guilty, because this country is in a shitload of trouble, and corruption is just running rampant. And I got to tell you, it's just it's leaving me with a very uncomfortable feeling in my mouth, a bad taste in my mouth, an uncomfortable feeling in my body. I just got to say that I don't know about all of you, but I can't take it anymore. It's just not for me. And so I'm going to speak out every chance I get. We're going to come to you live every day from Boca Raton, Florida. Every single day. You're going to see this broadcast on the web, on the internet, on iTunes, all over the place. Just so you're aware, Ross at rossmandell.com. You send me an email, I'm going to answer you personally. I promise you. rossmandell.com is my website. You're going to get a whole host of information and read a whole bunch of stuff about me. That's actually true. You know, whoa. I mean, you know, it's like a unique concept today. Really? It's true? I mean, you know, nuts. And a lot of people Facebook me. You know, you got to love Facebook. FB. It's Ross Mandell, double S and double L. I want to jump right in. After doing a few broadcasts, people that know me and people that are getting to know me have reached out. You know, some would say they're listeners. If I was more arrogant, I might say they're fans. But my producer says it's too arrogant to call fans. You're too arrogant. Call them listeners. Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. Woolley. The big bad Scott Woolley. He's the man. He rules Epic. He rules it. So last night on Facebook, reached out to all my friends, Facebook friends, and I got a lot of requests for commentary today. And you know, Kathy from New York says her husband is very interested in what sectors I might recommend an investment in today. Are there any specific stocks that I could look at? Now, as you know, we're not here to give you investment advice, and I'm going to go through all the normal disclaimers, and you should be aware that we're not standing behind anything we say here, but if you're asking me a question, I'm going to give you an answer. Right now, I think the markets are fraught with risk. I think that the scam has been set in by the United States government, of all people, because the markets failed. The banks failed, and the markets failed. You know, another question related to the buyout, you know, the bailout. You know, the United States government not only is giving away billions of dollars for free, by the way, no interest to the banks. They've opened up their reserve windows, and they're giving away money for free. So you know, I don't know what you're being charged for money by credit card companies, mortgage companies, and so forth. I know what I'm being charged, and it's nuts. It's freaking outrageous. But the government's giving away the money to these banks. But on top of the giving away of the money, which is in the hundreds of billions, you know, they physically bailed out the whole system. You know, Henry Paulson, Secretary of the Treasury, got on television, asked for $650 billion for the taxpayers. Got another $130 billion just for AIG. You know, majority of that money went to Goldman Sachs, no matter what they would like you to believe, because these are things that I know, and I'd love to be challenged, guys, so good luck. But I do not believe that we should have had a bailout. No, not in America. This is not a socialist country. I would rather have seen all that money, the hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars, go to individual families. Families like yours and families like mine. Would have been nice to get a check for $25,000, wouldn't it? Would that change your life? Do you give a shit that Morgan Stanley is still open? That Goldman Sachs is still robbing people and giving bonuses out? Wall Street this past year gave out $20 billion in bonuses. 2 years ago, we had to bail them out. You and me. This money belonged to the taxpayers, to the citizens of the United States, to our children. We had to bail them out. Wrong.